Welcome back everyone to WWE 2K15 RAW. And we're kicking things off with the Hardcore Championship in a triple threat contest. Welcome everyone, we are live from Denver, Colorado for WWE 2K15 RAW. And the Hardcore Champion R-Truth is putting the title on the line against his top two contenders right here on Raw. CM Punk, of course, won the reactivated title back at Hell in a Cell and lost it to Corey Graves at Survivor Series. And R-Truth overcame Corey Graves just a few short weeks before TLC. So we have our top three contenders, and we're going to settle the score once and for all. Who truly is the Hardcore Champion? And the cocky Corey Graves looks to get his championship back from R-Truth here on Raw. He was so happy to put CM Punk down and make him stay down when he won a tables match at the Survivor Series. But now, Graves is staring down not only the man he beat for the title, but the man who beat him in R-Truth. Can the up-and-coming superstar use his arrogant ways and violent nature to reclaim the Hardcore Championship? We'll find out in moments. And CM Punk, the former Hardcore Champion, making his way down the aisle, came up short against Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Best of 5 series, so he's going back after the Hardcore Championship. He overcame not only Corey Graves, but JBL as well at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view to claim the championship. And here he is one more time in a triple threat match, looking to get it back, right here in Denver, Colorado. And that broken mess is what these men are looking for. Leather, gold, and duct tape is the prize on the line for these three men. And there's the bell, and welcome once again to Raw, everybody. I'm PWS Phil. I thank you guys for tuning in. Should be a hell of a broadcast. I thank you if you're tuning in live here on Twitch or watching on record on YouTube. I appreciate it greatly. And look at that belly-to-belly suplex by R-Truth. And Corey Graves and R-Truth now teaming up on Punk. But I'm sure that alliance will be short-lived, as we see already here. Nice fireman's carry by R-Truth. A mini attitude adjustment, if you will. And we got a hell of a show tonight. The final match of the first round of the #1 Contenders Tournament. Alberto Del Rio versus Kane. Stone Cold Steve Austin clashes with Seth Rollins in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And we will crown the new Divas #1 Contender. And look at that Uranagi by R-Truth slamming CM Punk into the mat. And now he goes right after Corey Graves. And Graves with the waist lock. But it's broken up by Punk. Oh, and look at that assisted enziguri between Truth and CM Punk. Reversal by Punk levels Graves. And there's a nice Russian side Russian leg sweep by CM Punk. Can he reclaim the Hardcore Championship? And this is an Extreme Rules match, so these guys can look for any sort of weapon under the ring and take the fight wherever they want to take it. Beautiful back suplex by Corey Graves, bouncing R-Truth off his head. And look at that boot by R-Truth. Graves now. Beautiful suplex, and takes out R-Truth right along with it. What a great combination there by Corey Graves. And R-Truth in the meantime brought in Sting's baseball bag. You can see it laying there on the canvas. And a rake of the eyes by Corey Graves. Graves starting to gain some momentum here. Look at that nasty knee to the gut. But Truth sends him into the corner. And now Punk and Truth looking at each other. Look at that high leg lariat by R-Truth. And CM Punk just wipes out Corey Graves with a kick right to the face. And now it's Truth with a nasty suplex, and I believe Punk's head hit the baseball bat. Oh man, and now he's getting hit with the baseball bat. Oh my goodness, right to the throat. R-Truth is putting everything in to try to retain his Hardcore Championship. But he just got a super kick party from Graves and Punk. And there was a couple enziguris in there too. But now Corey Graves could be making a terrible mistake here by not going for the pin. Oh no, he takes out both men with the steel chair. Oh my goodness. Punk has been destroyed here. Look at that STO side Russian leg sweep combination puts Corey Graves right on his back. And now Punk's attacking him with the steel chair. And now I'm surprised Punk didn't go for the pin. Flying Bulldog by R-Truth. That was some hang time on that one. And there's a suplex stunner by R-Truth. Rocks Corey Graves. Will that be enough? And Punk right there to break it up. And then now the same kick to the face this time for R-Truth. And Corey Graves has Truth up. And there's the off-the-shoulders backbreaker. One of Corey Graves' favorite maneuvers. And what does CM Punk have in mind? Reversed by Corey Graves' boot to the face. And look at this, Punk just thinks he's just going to go over and cover Truth. And Truth kicks out. I was surprised Corey Graves didn't make a move right there. And Corey Graves going for a signature maneuver, the Lucky 13 submission. Can R-Truth hang on? R-Truth doesn't have to worry about it because CM Punk was right there to break it up. Shoots Graves into the corner. Once again reversed. And a reversal in turn for R-Truth and for Graves. CM Punk trying to get something going here. Look at that nasty, nasty variation of the Crossroads by Punk. Right into the cover, and the Hardcore Champion breaks it up, saving his championship. This is how you start off Raw. What a hell of a triple threat contest for the Hardcore Championship. Punch blocked. And there's the knee. Chop block to the knee. Into the cover by Graves. And R-Truth right there. And Corey Graves having a hard time getting to his feet. And CM Punk is just wiping people out with that thrust kick to the head. Oh, ugly drop toe hold bounces R-Truth's face off of almost every rope. What does Graves have in mind here? He's got Punk up top. Hangman's neckbreaker destroys CM Punk. And Corey Graves heading up top. What is this going to be? And covered by R-Truth. Corey Graves better figure out what he's going to do here. Oh, and CM Punk just kicks out. And Corey Graves changed his mind. I think he still had a good opportunity to attack R-Truth from the top there. And there's Truth with the face buster. That's got to make his new girlfriend Nikki Bella feel pretty good. And there's the Lucky 13 on Punk now. This defeated Punk in their rematch on Raw after Survivor Series. Can R-Truth save his title? Look at Punk getting turned over. R-Truth trying to go in for the kill there. And I think that was a wise move by R-Truth because it looked like Punk might have had to tap out one more time. As Corey Graves continues his unrelenting assault to the knee with another low dropkick. But there's a nasty forearm by Punk trying to fight his way back. But he gets jumped from the back by R-Truth. Non-stop action in this triple threat matchup. Corey Graves blasts R-Truth with another backbreaker, but CM Punk hooks him up in the Anaconda Vice. Corey Graves tapped out. Corey Graves tapped out. We have a new hardcore champion. And what a matchup it was. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Graves with the big boot reversal. And Punk tried to shake it off and go right into the pin. But R-Truth was having none of it. And then we see R-Truth here with the nice double leg takedown. But Punk was there to make the save. And then at the very end, Corey Graves hits his off-the-shoulders backbreaker on Truth. Truth is disabled. And CM Punk walks in the Anaconda Vice for the submission victory. And after 2 long months, CM Punk has regained his hardcore championship right here on Raw. What a hell of a match, and I can't wait to see who's going to be the first new superstar to challenge Punk for the championship. Congrats to the Chicago native, one of the best to ever do it. Now last week here on Raw, Luke Harper got a victory over the Macho Man with his spin-in clothesline. Well, this week the Macho Man wants to try his shot at Eric Rowan, because he is not happy with how that went down, especially since he came up short against Edge in the #1 Contenders tournament. And here we see the monsters Harper and Rowan. Luke Harper, of course, accompanying Rowan to the ring. He wants the closest view he can of this match, because these two might try to destroy the Macho Man right here tonight. And can the Macho Man get back on track right here on Raw? Unfortunately came up short against Edge to make his way into the #1 Contenders tournament, and sadly lost a pretty decisive match to Luke Harper last week. Can the Macho Man pull it together and show everyone that he's still a top contender to any championship? We're about to see as the wild Macho Man takes on the monstrous Eric Rowan right here on Raw. And there's the bell, and Macho Man went for a lockup, but is denied by Eric Rowan. Oh my god, ref, that was a toss by the hair. Referee not paying attention at all. Vicious headbutts to the face of the Macho Man by Eric Rowan. Wow, a flying mare by the Macho Man sends Rowan flying across the ring. Ooh, it's surprising strength by the Macho Man to launch Rowan off of the headlock like that. Nice trip by the Macho Man. Macho Man might want to consider getting some help if he's really going to go after Harper and Rowan like this. Of course, the whole Wyatt family lost, won a best-of-5 series against the Authority, but lost terribly in a 6-man elimination match at TLC. Triple H, Big Show, and Seth Rollins defeated the Wyatt family 3 straight pinfalls in that matchup. So Wyatt family in a weird spot right now. Defeated the Authority, but also lost to them. And I think they're going to call it a truce between the two teams, as a war, an ongoing war between those two factions is not going to help either set of guys at this point. But Harper and Rowan are really really getting into trying to destroy the legend of the Macho Man. And of course, Macho Man is not going to stand for it. And there's a huge elbow to the face of the Macho Man, who will not be deterred. Throws a nice elbow, but oh man, misses the dropkick and eats a big boot. Macho Man escapes with a nice reversal there. Drop toe hold takes the monster down to the mat. And look at this, Macho's got him hooked up. But Rowan follows through with a DDT. And he goes back to those headbutts, rocking the Macho Man. And Macho Man is down and out currently. And what elevation by Rowan sent Macho Man 10 feet up in the air. And oh no, huge splash crushes the Macho Man for the cover. And Macho Man survives. Macho Man better have a counter. Looks like Rowan's ready for his big side slam. And there it is. And that's it. The Macho Man cannot withstand anymore. Another crushing defeat for the Macho Man. And this is looking bad for Macho. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Went for a powerbomb, but got DDT'd by Rowan. And that was the beginning of the end. The big splash took all the air out of the Macho Man. You can see him struggling just to kick out at 2. And then Rowan's huge side slam plants the Macho Man in the middle of the ring for the cover, the count, and the victory. Well, another win for the Wyatt family here on Raw. Getting back on track after their big 6-man loss at TLC, but still riding a high wave of winning that Best of 5 series over the Authority. What do they have in store going forward for the Macho Man? We'll have to find out. And now we continue the number 1 contenders tournament to see who will face John Cena at the Royal Rumble, as Alberto Del Rio faces the monster, Kane. Now, Kane's been out of action for a couple months as we prepared this tournament. He and The Undertaker agreed to go their separate ways for the time being after a dominant run as a tag team and tag team champions. Now, both men are focused on becoming WWE champion. So far, people who have moved on into round 2 are The Undertaker, and he'll face Ryback this Wednesday on Main Event right here on Twitch. And last week on SmackDown, Mark Henry defeated Shawn Michaels to move on to round 2. And now we'll see who will face Henry this Friday on SmackDown. Will it be Alberto Del Rio or Kane? And of course, Alberto Del Rio defeated Rey Mysterio to get this spot in the tournament. But he goes from the littlest underdog, the biggest underdog in a mask, to the biggest monster in a mask, as he faces the Big Red Machine, Kane. Can Del Rio utilize his armbar submission to make the monster tap, or his flying enziguri to knock him out? I don't like Del Rio's chances, but he's one of the craftiest men on the roster. And there's the bell. As a little special edition for you guys, all the tournament matches that occur on Raw will be an Extreme Rules match. And this is certainly no exception. So Kane and Del Rio will have full use of weapons from under the ring, and should be a hell of a contest. Right now, though, Kane in control with the side headlock and a big right hand. Kane takes him back down with the waist lock and locks the headlock back on. And now it's Del Rio who fights his way to his feet, gets the headlock. And Kane uses his power to reverse. There's Kane with a beautiful reversal, now putting the boots to Alberto Del Rio. Whoa. Kane drops a huge leg on Del Rio's neck. But look at the strength of Del Rio suplexing Kane. Kane with a jawbreaker, you don't see that too often. Kane misses wildly with the right hand, but comes right back with the belly-to-belly suplex. Oh, and there's that step-up enziguri I mentioned earlier. I don't think it's going to get the pin for Alberto Del Rio at this point, but if he does a few more, it might put him on the right path. And now it's Del Rio with a jawbreaker of his own. And there's a heinous kick to the spine. And Kane punishes him for the kick to the back with a backbreaker of his own. And it looks like the Big Red Machine's looking for some destruction outside the ring. And what better way to destroy than solid steel steps? And Del Rio making a huge mistake here. Oh my goodness, Kane just crushed him with the steps. And he went for it again, and Del Rio escapes. Trying to wrestle the steps away from Kane, and he gets it. But look at this, Kane already gets him right back. Oh, and there are the steps to the head of Del Rio one more time. And now to the body. Del Rio back up, trying to survive here. Trying to pull those steps away from the monster. And Kane just runs right through him. Del Rio fighting back here. Punches and kicks. And look at the power Del Rio vertical suplex to Kane. But Kane won't be denied. Suplex of his own. And there's a smothering submission we've seen from Kane in the past. It was one of his best tools in the tag team division. Won a lot of matches for the Brothers of Destruction with this very hold. And can Alberto Del Rio hold on here? And he does. Del Rio survives the gloved hand of Kane. This time snaps off a shorter suplex. You can see Del Rio certainly lost some breath and energy being caught in that submission hold. And Kane got Del Rio hooked up. There's that choke slam, and I think the back of Del Rio's head may have hit the steps. And I think it did, because Del Rio is done. The Big Red Machine moves on in the #1 Contenders tournament. Let's take a look at some highlights here. He hooks Del Rio up, all the way up, and all the way down. And yes, I do believe Del Rio's hit that bottom step. We'll have to have the doctors make sure there's no skull or spine damage to Del Rio. But here's another camera angle. Maybe we'll see. Oh yes, definitely Del Rio's head hit the steps. And that was absolutely it. Kane destroys Alberto Del Rio in this #1 Contenders tournament match. So this Friday on SmackDown, the Monster Kane will take on another monster in Mark Henry. Mark Henry has been unstoppable, destroyed Andre the Giant, defeated HBK in this tournament, and now it'll be monster on monster, Kane versus Mark Henry. And now, we'll crown a new #1 contender to face AJ Lee at the Royal Rumble. The Bellas have had to battle their way back since the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. It's been about 3 months since Brie or Nikki had a Divas Championship match, and now Brie has earned her way into a fatal 4-way matchup. We'll see if she can get the job done for the Bella brand. And Summer Rae was the #1 contender for Survivor Series. It came up short, but she worked hard and earned her way into this fatal 4-way with her Ray of Light spinning heel kick. Can Summer overcome these 3 other divas to become the new #1 contender? We're about to find out. The beautiful Emma had a hard time overcoming Tamina Snuka and came up short last month in the #1 Contenders series against Tamina. But now, Emma's earned her way into this fatal 4-way matchup by winning an excellent triple threat match a few weeks ago on Main Event. Can the awesome diva from Australia pull it all together tonight? And the anti-diva Paige overcame Nikki Bella in a series of matches to earn her way into this fatal 4-way. Can she put all that momentum to use and overcome 3 of the top divas to earn her shot against AJ Lee? A lot of fans would consider it a dream match, and we're going to see if she can make that happen for all of her fans worldwide. And here we go. Who moves on to the Royal Rumble? Paige starting things off, slamming Brie Bella's head right into the mat as Summer Rae takes down Emma. And they see Paige with an awesome drop kick to the back of the neck. And Brie Bella fighting to get back on her feet, drops Paige with the DDT. Summer Rae hits the corner hard, and Brie changes her focus to Emma. And Summer Rae's going after Paige, but Paige is wiping her out with multiple knife-edge chops. Whoa, and there's an over-the-top neckbreaker by Summer. Just took Paige down, but Paige answers back with the crucifix drop. Nice short arm clothesline there by Paige as Brie Bella rains down elbows into the neck of Emma. Oh, Emma misses the drop kick. But Summer Rae does not miss hers to Paige. Paige blasts with those feet. And Paige going to work on the leg of Emma. Might be looking for a PTO submission there. And a bulldog by Brie Bella. Another match with non-stop action here. A lot of action to call. Oh my god, sledgehammer to the gut. What a night of extreme action here on Raw. Now Emma has a hold of the sledgehammer. Paige takes it back. But look at Emma fight back, knocks the hammer out of the hand of Paige and boots her right in the face. And Brie Bella going for the cover now. But Summer Rae kicks out. AJ Lee overcame Tamina at Survivor Series, winning a TLC match to hold on to her Divas Championship. And now she'll have to see who comes out on top here on Raw. Snake Eyes by Paige in the corner sends Emma reeling. Brie Bella goes back to work on Summer Rae with a face buster. Ooh, a nasty German suplex by Paige. And Paige turning to Emma. And we have double covers here. And the referee can't count a double cover. What terrible timing for Summer and Paige. But wait a minute. Paige not gonna let it stop her. She locks in the PTO. Can Emma hold on? And Brie Bella breaks it up. Paige with a nice suplexes. Brie Bella has the sledgehammer now, trying to cause mass destruction. And she's not even a part of the Wolfpack. Jawbreaker rocks Emma as Paige takes Summer Rae down. What a DDT by Emma. Oh my goodness, right on the sledgehammer. And Emma missed her call and she should have went for the pin. And Emma going to work on the back of Brie Bella here. Can Emma apply her submission, the Emma lock, and get a big victory here? Well, she's got her in the rope submission, the dilemma locked in, but unfortunately you can't win via that hold. And now there's a ladder in this. These divas are taking it truly to the extreme. And there's Emma going for a pin. Ooh, and that would have been it. That would have been it if it wasn't for Paige. And now Brie Bella mission in, and Paige breaks it up. Oh, and reversal into a powerbomb. Paige. Put Cloverleaf on, and unfortunately, can't mission in. Oh man, just getting assaulted from all angles. Emma's what is man, wait a minute. Oh man, and Summer Rae just kicks out, saving this matchup for all the ladies involved. But there's the Bella Buster to Paige. The Bella Buster to Paige. And look at Paige that has the fortitude to kick out. Clothesline to Brie Bella takes her down. And Paige locks in Brie. The Rampage. And she has to go for the cover here. Oh, and the splash by Emma breaks up the pin. What a tremendous fatal four-way matchup here. Emma snaps off the Hurricanrana. As Paige brings in the steel steps. Awesome backbreaker by Summer Rae puts down Brie Bella. And Paige and Emma going at it on the outside. And Summer Rae's got the cover here. And it's all over. Summer Rae has earned her way back to a #1 contenders contest. Let's take a look at some of the highlights at this amazing matchup. We had the double pin. No, the referee couldn't do anything about it. And then Summer Rae hit the reverse suplex just as Paige was applying the PTO. And unfortunately, The referee is not going to count a pin and submission simultaneously. And then we see Paige take Summer down as Emma hits that amazing DDT onto the sledgehammer. And Summer Rae had just had enough to kick out there at the last moment. And then Summer drops the leg across the chest of Brie Bella, hops right onto the pin for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And we have a new #1 contender. Summer Rae has worked her way back up the ranks here, and will get her championship match against AJ Lee at the Royal Rumble. And look at this great sportsmanship here by Emma, giving her stamp of approval to #1 contender, Summer Rae. And what a matchup that should be as Summer Rae gets her rematch against AJ. But now we turn our eyes to the main event as United States Champion Seth Rollins faces off with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Rollins was able to regain the United States Championship from Batista a couple weeks ago, and Batista chose to stick in the Tag Team Contenders Tournament, moving on with his partner, Curtis Axel. So now, with Stone Cold Steve Austin's victory over CM Punk in the Best of 5 series, Steve Austin has been named the new #1 contender to the United States Championship, and these two will meet for the title at the Royal Rumble. But tonight, they're getting their hands dirty against each other in a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. And here comes the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, making his way down the aisle for this contest. Austin overcame CM Punk in the Best of 5 series and earned his way to a #1 contendership. Can Austin do what he does best? Can he buck the Authority and shut down their plans by taking the United States Championship away from Seth Rollins, who has been chosen as the new future WWE? We'll see. Can the Texas Rattlesnake bring back that old fire and shut down the Authority one more time? And there's the bell, and pinfalls or submissions count anywhere in the building here tonight on Raw. And Austin shoots Rollins off right over the top rope and brings him right back in. As just a reminder for any new fans, you can see WWE 2K15 Raws on Monday right here on Twitch, main events on Wednesday, and Fridays we have SmackDown. And of course, if you don't catch it live, you can always find me under Philip Kelly on YouTube. And these two lock back up, doing a little chain wrestling to kick things off here. Austin takes a side headlock, shot off by Rollins. And oh my goodness, sunset flip powerbomb to the outside, and the referee way out of position. Should have been a 2 count at least. Seth Rollins should curb stomp that referee. Misses the signature kick. Austin grabs him up. Huge back suplex on the floor, and these two wasted no time. Austin going for the pin. Not even a 1 count. When you talk about Seth Rollins, he might be wormy, he might be slimy, but he defeated Batista all on his own inside the steel cage to reclaim the title, and that's got to count for something. Rollins shoots Austin back in. And Rollins has the huge ladder now, throws it in the ring. And what is Austin looking for? He's got Sting's baseball bat. And you see Seth Rollins wants no part of that, as he tries to steal it away from Austin, and he does. But Austin steals it back, and the referee better watch out here, else he's going to get smashed, just like Seth Rollins just did. And oh my god, to the back, and again. And he goes for it a 3rd time, but Rollins evades him. And now he really wants to get that bat away from Austin. Oh, but not before he smashes Austin with it one time, just to show him what it feels like. A little bit of its own medicine for Stone Cold. And there's that kick he was going for earlier. Surprised Rollins didn't go for the pin. And another one. Rollins wasted no time taking the fight to Stone Cold Steve Austin. And a leg sweep on the outside. What a fight these two are having, and a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Right hands by Rollins, right back into a suplex. And now Rollins has the steel chair, and this is bad news for Austin. But he blasts him with a back elbow and a big right hand. But Austin couldn't get anything more going. Oh, and my God, I thought that was going to be right on the steel chair. Oh, but Austin lands it just about on the chair, just missed. And speaking of the chair, right to the back of Seth Rollins. Stone Cold is back in control. Oh my God, he just blasted Seth Rollins right in the skull. And Rollins just barely catches enough of that kick to take the chair out of Austin's hands. And Austin trying to bring this match back to the ring. No, he's trying to look for another weapon, but Rollins chased him right to it. Huge right hand knocks Rollins face first into the ladder. And what a stroke of luck for Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he's got the kendo stick. And Seth Rollins tried to run away. Tried to fight another day, but Austin wearing him out. What a brutal war between these two. I can't wait to see what happens when the title is on the line at the Royal Rumble. Austin caught in the crucifix pin though. Oh, and almost a 3 count. Austin just kicks out. And Rollins took the sledgehammer out and then threw it on the floor. What a terrible decision. Cover by Austin. Only gets 2. And Austin sends Rollins flying up the ramp. And Rollins doesn't want to fight that far away from the ring. He wants the most weapons possible. But Austin picks up the sledgehammer that Rollins left behind, and now it's making him pay for it. And Rollins tries to say, "Oh hell no!" And oh, he does. He hits Austin right in the gut, and now to the spine of Austin. But Austin fights his way out with an arm buster. And Rollins got Austin back on his feet here. Hooks him up. Suplex very close to the steps. I don't know if Rollins was trying to land him right on the steps, but he goes for the cover here. Oh, and he gets a 1 count on Stone Cold. A lot of fight left in the Texas Rattlesnake. Stomp to the back, and Rollins going for it one more time. I don't think it's going to work out for him, though. And look at this. Austin scoops Rollins up in the electric chair and dumps him right on the mat. And Austin goes right in for the pin. Oh, very close. Uh-oh. And is Austin lining up Rollins for the Stone Cold Stunner? It looks like it. Kick in the gut. Blast him with the stunner. And Rollins is dazed and confused here. But what? Austin's not going for the pin. This is a terrible decision by Stone Cold Steve Austin. He has his man finished. Just go for the pin, Stone Cold. And Austin is going to regret that decision right there. Austin is going to regret that decision. Why would you not go for the pin off your signature maneuver? And Rollins now looking to capitalize on the mistake of Stone Cold. And Stone Cold kicks out. I am absolutely shocked Stone Cold Steve Austin did not go for the pin after the Stone Cold Stunner. And Rollins, backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. And Rollins wasting no time here. But Austin kicks out. And oh no, curb stomp on the floor. And Rollins isn't gonna not go for the pin. And Rollins picks up the victory. I called it, folks. Austin would regret not going for the pin off the stunner. And now Seth Rollins has picked up a huge victory. Let's take a look at the highlights. Rollins tried to hook Austin real quick with the crucifix pin, but Austin got out at the very last moment. Austin wipes Rollins from the face of the earth with the clothesline. Thought he had the pin, but Rollins survived. Rollins hit a vicious stomp to the spine and tried to pin Stone Cold, but it just wasn't enough. And then we see this ugly curb stomp on the floor, and that was it. You see Rollins go right for the pin, for the cover, the count, and the victory. And Rollins picks up some momentum on the way to the Royal Rumble. What a show we had today, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you very much for watching. You can catch WWE 2K15 Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays right here on Twitch. And very soon, I'm going to figure out some Arkham Knight stuff to broadcast, and some GTA 5 as well. Thanks for watching, everybody.